Welcome back to Living Local. Prior to hosting Living Local, I anchored Local 4 News this morning with Redrick Terry and Ash Simpson. And since my transition, there's been an empty seat next to Redrick, but we're excited to announce that spot has been filled by a talented young woman from Georgia. Joining me in studio is Alexandria Ikomoni, the newest addition to the Local 4 News team. Alexandria, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So exciting to have that spot filled. We are so pumped that you're part of our team now. Tell us a little bit about where you're from.
So I'm from Georgia, like you mentioned before. I'm from Atlanta, actually. You can't pronounce both T's. You have to say Atlanta to get that little accent in there. But I originally started my career in Albany, Georgia as the Fox affiliate down there, and then I spent 2 years there, and now I made the transition to the Midwest. So I'm here, I'm excited. I'm cold sometimes, but it's been a great journey so far.
Oh, so. Wonderful. So what sparked your interest in journalism in the first place?
So fun story. I actually did not know I wanted to be a journalist. I originally went to school to be an accountant, and I did not like it at all.
Lots of math.
It was lots of math, and I love math, but it was a different kind of math. And I knew I always loved television, so I tried to find a fit for me. So I discovered broadcasting, I did radio, and then I discovered television. I interned at the NBC affiliate in Atlanta, and I fell in love. And I was like, this is it. This is where I need to be. And so my career just took off from there.
Yeah, the internships are a really great way to get a taste of, is this good for me? And that's when I realized I wanted to do local news reporting. Television is when I interned at KWWL in Waterloo. And so it really helps to be within it and, you know, outside of a classroom actually get some experience. But what's your experience been like so far with journalism?
I've learned and grown so much. Every single day I'm learning something new, learning something different, and it's just really cool just to meet so many different people with different backgrounds, getting to tell their stories, because you honestly are giving them a voice at the end of the day. So it's really cool just to have that experience with the community, get involved, and just be able to tell stories that need to be told in the community.
And during your time in Albany, did you have any specific topics that you really enjoyed reporting on?
So I guess you can call me the breaking news reporter. It was always me that went out to breaking news, and I loved it. I think it's great to be first on the scene to tell people what's going on, but I also have a passion for feature stories, the feel-good stories. It just makes me happy. You can be more creative with those stories, and I love getting the opportunity to do so.
That is definitely true. Now, Alexandria, this is your first big move away from home. I know in Albany you were not too far from Atlanta, from family. So how does that feel to make this big transition to the Midwest?
I'm still adjusting. That's the easiest way to put it. I'm still adjusting, but I think it's an important move, and it's a great move for my career, and I'm excited to be in the Midwest. I've never been to Illinois before. I came out for the interview, and I fell in love with the Quad Cities and the whole area. So I'm excited that I was able to make this move. My parents are far, but it's a quick little flight away, so it's really easy just to go home if I need to on the weekends, and I get to explore a whole new area, get to learn more about myself, about the career, and I'm just excited about it.
Definitely. I remember when I flew in here for my interview, just descending onto the Quad Cities and seeing the river, I was just like, oh, this is going to be a really cool place to do life. What attracted you to the position of a morning news anchor? Because this is your first morning position.
So I worked nights, 2 to 11, so it's a complete opposite schedule than what I'm doing right now.
Right now it's like totally opposite.
The complete opposite. But I fell in love just because of the stories you can tell on a morning show. You don't get that opportunity to do so on the later shows. So I like blending hard news, local news stories with also trending topics, entertainment, just to be the face, one of the few faces that people can wake up and see every morning. So
yeah, and I can tell you already have the positivity and the energy that people really need to jumpstart their day. And you've been shadowing Redrick and Ash, and I think that they had you on the morning show today to kind of introduce you. So what makes you excited about working with those guys?
Their energy. They're my coffee in the morning. If I don't need coffee, I know they will keep me up and going. So I'm really excited to get to know more about them. Their personalities are amazing people. I've learned so much from them in the 1 week I've been with them, and I'm really excited to share the desk with both of them. So,
well, I can attest working with them. They are not only incredible people personally, but professionally. You will not find harder workers and just funny guys too. They're going to keep you laughing. They're going to keep you in stitches all the time. So what are your interests and your hobbies outside of the newsroom and the anchor desk?
Well, I really do. I'm a homebody. I like to stay home and snuggle up with my Snuggie or my blanket and watch Netflix, binge watching some kind of show. But I do cook. I cook a lot.
Nice. We'll get along
yes, absolutely. My mom's Jamaican, my dad's Nigerian, so I get to try all these different kind of foods and be able to make those at home, and it's just really fun in my spare time. But BuzzFeed gives me a lot of good ideas for food, so just cook, spend time with family, spend time with friends, and just explore the area, and I'm excited to be able to do that right here.
Awesome. And we actually have a coffee date tomorrow.
We do?
I'm going to take her to Cool Beans tomorrow in Rock Island, and so we'll enjoy some coffee and conversation there. One last question for you, speaking of coffee. So since this is your first morning gig, I did morning news for 6.5 years, okay? Almost 7. So I know how tough it is to get used to that routine. What's your plan to handle that new schedule?
Stay on schedule. I did not do that this week. I've been going to bed at like 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't even know what I'm doing right now, but I need to get on a set schedule, get something to help calm me down right before bed so I can get to bed on time, and then take some coffee in the morning. I haven't been a coffee person in the past, but I feel like I need 10
you're gonna be a coffee person. You're gonna be a coffee person, I promise.
Right. Every hour I'm like, okay, I need another cup. I need to find another cup, but it's just an easy transition after a few weeks. Just got to get to that point, but I'm loving it so far because I get off at a decent hour. So
definitely, you have your whole rest of your day to kind of do with as you please. So, Alexandria, thank you so much for being here on Living Local and for joining our news team at Local 4.
Absolutely, thank you for having me.
You can catch Alexandria on Local 4 News this morning, weekdays starting on Monday. We'll have some details posted on ourquadcities.com about how you can follow her. More Living Local is next.